Hello. This is Model Railroad Update 8, I think. And boy, is there a lot to talk about. First of all, let me just go around the room and see what I showed you before I get to the trains. The other day at Dollar Tree, I got these pencil thingies. They were animals. I don't use them on pencils. I just use them, so the wire doesn't fall on the ground when I'm not charging my phone or AirPods. I threw most of them away, but I kept the good ones. I have a pink elephant, a pink monkey. I got a red monkey inside with another pink elephant for the other phone. And I saved these: orange seahorse, sea filly, and a blue alligator or crocodile, whatever. Got this too, this lantern that lights up from Discount King, one of the last Halloween things they have. It was $2. Now I have it on top of the Wii. I have all my wires, like my microphone for the Beatles Rock Band, my GameCube controller. It's all tucked away in there. I also wrapped up the wires on the bongos because it didn't pay to have wires all over the place. My mother swept earlier. And also the most important one, actually before that, I ended up throwing away the Odyssey box. Well, the styrofoam and all the accessories and wires, but I did keep the console. It's down there. The controllers are now in that pink suitcase. But I kept the box. I folded it and, now it's on top of the dolphin portrait. So that's all the important, that's all like the scene, like the room stuff. I ended up getting rid of the Christmas train set because I tried to experimented with the two chairs on the couch, but it kept on slipping on the rails. And I was even able to mute the sound because it kept saying jingle bells, jingle bells. There was no way to get rid of the noise. So I ended up blocking out the sound. And you're probably wondering, how did I get the chairs there? Well, I also had to throw another train set away. I ended up retiring the K-Line O-scale train, but I ended up keeping the locomotive, a flatbed, and the caboose, and two tracks, as a display, kind of like the Polar Express over here. I don't mean to throw expensive trains away, but the K-Line was heavy. It was a pain in the ass setting up. It took up a lot of room. I mean, at least I kept, the good stuff. But the transformer and most of the tracks are gone. And that's what I'm doing. And I try to, and that's unfortunately what I do, but I try to reduce too. So anyways, let's get to the layout. This is Model Railroad Update 8. Okay. As you can see, I moved the laser discs. The 3 Beatles laser discs are now supporting the circle with the scary trees. And Kong is still there. Here comes Boko. He's about to get cut. He's about to get spooked. Ooh. There's another Boko. Wait. How could there be 2 Bokos? Oh, yes, of course. This one stopped. I mean, it works, but for some reason, the shell, the green, Boko himself was clamping on the wheels, and they wouldn't move smoothly. It would do this. It would jerk a little bit. So what I did was I applied the grain around the wheels, and then I just screw it. I'm gonna get another Boko. So I have 2 now. That one runs a little faster. This one's technically Trackmaster Boko. There's only a few changes, a couple. For one thing, he runs a little bit faster. One problem is that the switch is very stiff switch. He now has fully developed eyes, unlike the Tomy Boko, who didn't have white around the eyes. He's obviously in better condition. To open him up, there was actually a little piece of plastic that I removed that you have to unscrew. The wheels are black. His coat of arms is different. His coat of arms is different, so it's different. And of course the shade of green, well, that's because of the age of the toy. But yeah, I kept both of them. I have both Bokos. And now he runs circles around the King Kong Halloween layout. Happily. The foam I ended up moving down here in the bag right here. And the wooden layout I changed drastically. Now I have a spot. Now I could reach over and the engines can go in circles without me knocking them over. because you know, with all the destinations in the way, now they're all tucked away in the middle. Here's the coach, no longer has a face. I moved Harold in the clock tower there. Underneath, because the edge of the bed, I didn't want the tracks to, like, you know, do this as they were coming through, so I cut the other foam pieces, and here's the leftovers. Down here is my wooden collection. I'll show you the woodens quickly. I need a light. Oh wait, I could use a lantern. You're probably not going to see that well. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Not that bright. Sorry for technical difficulties, everyone. Just gonna have to pick them up then. I ended up the GG. Damn it! It's too fucking dark to see. I ended up taking the GG1 out of the box and the track cleaner box car and just keep it down here. The book is still there. I put the leftover tracks in here, like the straight ones. There's more logs in case I want to cut more. The Halloween stickers are right there. Here's the changes though, as far as like new woodens. You know, Gordon, James, and Henry. There's me. There's the Soto Repair. There's the Brio. This was the snow-covered diesel that originally came with the satellite tower. Had that little piece of shit kids not stolen it. He had a little bit of wear on the corners, but luckily he's all black mostly, so I could cover the corners with a black permanent Sharpie marker. Yeah, so all but his middle wheels are covered in snow. Even behind the wheels, he's got a little snow. Yeah, so that's snow-covered diesel. Here is classic Diesel 10, old style Diesel 10. Come on, focus. Yeah. His pinchy's a little loose on this, but that's fine because some of them are really stiff. There was another Diesel 10 I was gonna get from a different seller. Same Diesel 10, but the nose was like bitten off, so I said screw it, I got this one. I'm not sure if it said Diesel 10 on the other one underneath. Here's a really expensive one and probably the stupidest thing I've ever done, but with good reason. Because I love Henry and Gordon, even though I'm not a big fan of the new styles, I got the 60th anniversary Henry from 2005. He's green and he's got blue painted around, you know, just like in the story. Not the TV series. He's got a strange looking silly face. Underneath it says 60-year edition Henry. And it's tender in case they go missing. But unless somebody's colorblind, everyone's gonna know that these two go together. In the book though, I think the blue was on this side, not in the edge over there. So that's all the new woodens. So that's the woodens. I can close that. Nothing new up here. I mean, Cranky's no longer carrying the boulder, so all 4 boulders are in the gondola. I mean, this I already covered. Even though I got rid of that Christmas train that I was trying to use as a mountain engine, I ended up keeping the hand car and I connected all 4 Beetles to it. So now they can all rock back and forth. However, I did snap off the other coupling because I was trying, that was before the decision was made to get rid of it. So keep it on this track right here. Polar Express is running in just a moment. I'm gonna run the GG1 when I'm done recording. Spider's blinking. The hay from the Troublesome Traps I ended up taping up here, like across the tunnel if you dare. And I put the switch here. I mean the crossing thing, like you dare to cross. Or if I ever wanted to do a sequel of James Takes the Car to the Airport, a sequel to the remake. Hedwig's down here now. The globe, the keychain globe that you just yank on and Thomas runs. I think I've showed this. I think I did. Runs around 6 times. And there's a skull in there. I think I covered most of these things, but I'm going to show you anyways. One thing I noticed is that, watch the skull. Oh, stuck. Fail! Fail! Damn it. Shit. I dropped the fucker. Oh, how fun a video can screw up when you can't even edit it. There we are. Watch. Watch closely. The skull goes up and down. Like, ooh, like yeah, get that pole. So yeah, that's so I'll let that run. So yeah, one last thing I want to cover is, well yeah, now that there's more space, you know, because like I said, the K-line set was so wide, I needed that chair to hold, like support because it would even come, it was not only was it longer than the table, wider than the table, but it was definitely wider than the plywood, so I had to do it. And the track cleaning car is filthy, I gotta clean it. The only other thing I gotta mention is I taped those passenger cars and the track. Excuse me, Bella. The support beams. Hi, baby. Yeah, so now I can just hang it without removing anything from the support beams. I'm sorry if this video is a little less fancy. I'm trying to improvise and a lot of technical difficulties, but yeah, this is Model Railroad Update 8. I'll see you next time for Model Railroad Update 9. And there's Gordon. So yeah, that's it for now. Peace, everyone.